So I graduated as electrical engineer in 2018 from UT Lahore, and after that I did job for 1.5 years in Maple Leaf as a, like plant engineer. So I was working on site for commissioning activities, and during that period I got interested in pursuing my masters in AI and robotics. So in that time, I applied for Mext Scholarship in Japan, and I got accepted to study masters in AI at Tokyo Institute of Technology, or Tokyo Tech. And right now, I'm working in one of the biggest telecommunication companies of Japan as AI engineer, and the company is NTT. Yeah, so the first part of the session is going to be about a little bit about my perspective on study in Japan, and I will guide you about the Mext Scholarship, which is right now open. And in the second half, Mr. Hayashi will explain about the IT jobs in Japan, and he will let you know that what are the opportunities and the ways to get jobs directly in Japan. So before proceeding further, I just want to make sure from Hasnan that what do you prefer about the language of this seminar? Should I be speaking in English, or is it okay to be like hybrid Urdu and English? I think that depends upon the
I think
participant of the seminar.
I think hybrid will be good.
Okay. हाँ जी, तो आगे बढ़ते हैं सेमिनार में. So basically, yeah, this is my journey कि कैसे मैं यूटी से अब जापान में एआई की जॉब कर रहा हूँ. तो डायरेक्टली मैं मैक्स स्कॉलरशिप के बारे में जो है वो एक्सप्लेन करना स्टार्ट करूंगा. सो दे आर बेसिकली 3 stages of the Mext Scholarship through embassy recommendation track. So there is actually another track which is called university track. So I will later explain the difference between the two. So right now the applications for Mext Scholarship through embassy track are open. They usually open at the end of April, and the deadline is usually the end of May. And if you visit the Embassy of Japan in Pakistan's website, you will see कि इस टाइम एप्लीकेशन जो है वो मास्टर्स पीएचडी और अंडर ग्रेजुएट के लिए ओपन है. लेकिन आज का जो सेमिनार है इसमें बेसिकली मेनली मैं जो एप्लीकेशन प्रोसेस है वो मास्टर्स और पीएचडी के हवाले से एक्सप्लेन करूँगा. तो इसकी डेडलाइन 31 मई है, विच मीन्स आपके पास ऑलमोस्ट 2 वीक्स हैं अपने एप्लीकेशन डॉक्यूमेंट्स प्रिपेयर करने के और इस एप्लीकेशन स्कॉलरशिप के लिए अप्लाई करने के लिए. Before proceeding that, I think this is very reasonable question to ask, that why should you choose Japan out of all available option for your study abroad? So मैं अपने एक्सपीरियंस से कुछ अच्छी चीज़ें जापान की जो मैंने एक्सपीरियंस की वो आपके साथ शेयर करना चाहूँगा. तो सबसे जो अच्छी चीज़ जो मुझे लगी जापान के बारे में वो ये है कि जापान इज़ वन ऑफ द सेफेस्ट कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड. तो अगर आप बाहर जाएं तो इट इज़ वेरी कॉमन टू सी kids like traveling to school by themselves and traveling even on the trains by themselves. So I think this is a very good point about Japan. दूसरी बात ये है कि जापान में आपके पास बहुत ज़्यादा डाइवर्स एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं करने को. आप मेट्रोपॉलिटन सिटीज़ के अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा कम्युनिटीज़ के साथ लिंक हो सकते हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा टेक्नोलॉजी से रिलेटेड बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपीरियंसेस हैं, और एट द सेम टाइम आई थिंक you have a lot of opportunities to experience a different culture and experience the like life in the outskirts of Japan as well. So I think it's a very good mixture of uh, full developed society and also some very different culture. And my third favorite thing about Japan is Japanese hospitality. So Japan में जो hospitality है, either in restaurants, either in government offices, and either in any store, I think that is very unique thing about Japan, कि आपको as a customer बहुत ज़्यादा value दी जाती है. जो hospitality का standard है वो बहुत high है. So this is I think another very attractive thing about Japan for me. Lastly, I think this also aligns with the purpose of this webinar. Japan में इस time बहुत ज़्यादा शॉर्टेज है स्किल्ड लोगों की, तो इसलिए इस टाइम जो स्किल्ड ह्यूमन रिसोर्स है उसकी बहुत ज़्यादा डिमांड है. सो आई थिंक एट दिस टाइम इफ यू कम टू जापान एंड फॉर एग्जांपल ग्रेजुएट फ्रॉम a Japanese university or even start applying for jobs directly, there is a lot of demand which you can fill with your skills in Japan. तो मैक्स स्कॉलरशिप के बारे में जो मेजर बेनिफिट्स हैं वो मैं ब्रीफली मेंशन करता हूँ, उसके बाद हम उसकी एप्लीकेशन की डिटेल्स की तरफ बढ़ेंगे. तो मेजर बेनिफिट्स में यह है कि इफ यू get selected, your tuition fee for the university is fully funded by the Mext Scholarship, and you will get a monthly stipend of 150 yen, 150,000 yen per month, 1.5 lakh Japanese yen, जो कि इस टाइम 1 Japanese yen is equal to almost 2 rupees, Pakistani rupees. And they also sponsor you the air ticket आपके कंट्री से जापान तक आने की और डिग्री के बाद जापान से कंट्री वापस जाने की भी टिकट. And another good thing about this scholarship is that there is no contract. कुछ स्कॉलरशिप में ऐसे होता है कि यूएसए या यूरोप की स्कॉलरशिप में कि आपको डिग्री पूरी करने के बाद कुछ अरसे के लिए अपने कंट्री में वापस आना पड़ता है, बट इन केस ऑफ मैक्स देयर इज नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन और कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. Okay, so if you go to the embassy's website, you will see that the applications are open as research students. So what is the difference between research student and a degree student? तो अगर आप एम्बेसी ट्रैक के थ्रू जापान में आते हैं, किसी यूनिवर्सिटी को ज्वाइन करते हैं, तो यू विल बी ज्वाइनिंग एज अ रिसर्च स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम 6 months अप टू 2 years. तो इस पीरियड में क्या होगा कि आपने यू कैन स्पेंड योर टाइम टू लर्न जापानीज लैंग्वेज, यू कैन स्पेंड योर टाइम टू प्रिपेयर फॉर योर मास्टर्स डिग्री. फॉर एग्जांपल आपने मास्टर्स या पीएचडी डिग्री में रिसर्च करनी है, तो आप अपना रिसर्च प्लान जो है उसको ज़्यादा कंक्रीट कर सकते हैं. यू कैन डू सम स्टडी इन कोलैबोरेशन विद द प्रोफेसर. आपकी स्कॉलरशिप जो है वो रिसर्च पीरियड के स्टार्ट से ही स्टार्ट हो जाती है और आपको डिग्री के एंड तक 2 साल इन मास्टर्स के केस में और 3 साल पीएचडी के केस में आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिलती है. So these are the required documents which you will see on Embassy's website. तो जिन डॉक्यूमेंट्स पे रेड सर्कल है, मैं थोड़ी सी उसके बारे में एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन यहाँ पे ऐड करूंगा और बाकी ये जो हाईलाइटेड डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं उनके बारे में मैं थोड़ा डिटेल में बताऊंगा. तो जो प्लेसमेंट प्रेफरेंस एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म है जो स्कॉलरशिप के लिए रिक्वायर्ड है, दैट इज एट दिस टाइम इट इज नॉट वेरी हार्ड एंड फास्ट प्रेफरेंस विच यू हैव टू फिल. आपको जस्ट एक सपोज्ड यूनिवर्सिटीज के नेम्स वहाँ पे ऐड करने हैं विच यू वांट टू स्टडी, and those universities can be changed later, so it is not hard and fast. और secondly आपको अपने academic transcript जो है अपनी सारी यूनिवर्सिटीज जो पिछले आपकी डिग्रीज हैं उनके सारे साथ में अटैच करने हैं. यू हैव टू अटैच attested copies of these documents. thirdly जो आपका सर्टिफिकेशन ऑफ ग्रेजुएशन है लास्ट डिग्री का वो चाहिए, लेकिन अगर आप फॉर एग्जांपल फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट हैं अपनी डिग्री में, फॉर एग्जांपल अंडर ग्रेजुएट और मास्टर्स में, तो यू आर स्टिल एलिजिबल टू अप्लाई फॉर the scholarship, but you have to provide an additional document which is hope certificate or certificate of graduation or prospective graduation certificate. तो ये आपको अटैच करना होगा. इसके अलावा another thing about Mext Scholarship is that you don't need any IELTS and neither any Japanese language. अगर आपके पास IELTS का रिजल्ट है so you can add it as an optional document, but it is not required. And third is the recommendation letter from the present employer. तो अगर आप इस टाइम जॉब कर रहे हैं तो you can get a recommendation letter from your manager or boss and attach with your application. तो ये जो वाइट सर्कल में डॉक्यूमेंट्स हैं they are required documents और जो ब्लैक सर्कल में हैं they are optional documents. Okay, I think the first important part of the application is the application form. तो अगर आप application form खोल के देखेंगे तो उसमें फर्स्ट हाफ जो है उसमें आपने अपनी जेनेरिक इंफॉर्मेशन फिल करनी है. तो I think the most important part of the application form is the 20th question, which is basically writing down your motivation to study in Japan. तो इस part के further आगे 3 questions हैं. So I will briefly like share my tips about these questions. So the first part is what was the trigger for having an interest in Japan? तो इस part में आपको explain करना है कि कौन सी ऐसी चीजें हैं जिन्होंने आपको attract किया जापान में अप्लाई करने के लिए. तो बहुत से लोगों को जापान के बारे में शायद बहुत ज़्यादा ना पता हो, सो विच इज़ कम्प्लीटली फाइन. आप अभी से सर्च करना स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं, और अगर आपको कोई चीज़ें लगती हैं कि विच मैच योर इंटरेस्ट, तो आप उनको मेंशन कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल जापानीज एनीमे जो है वो हम सारे बचपन में देखते रहे हैं, सो दिस कैन बी वेरी गुड थिंग टू हैव अ ट्रिगर अबाउट स्टडीइंग इन जापान. उसके अलावा Japanese robotics or automobile and even Japanese culture are very famous all across the world. So you can mention about these things in this part. The second question है वो ये है कि why do you choose Japan as a destination to study graduate level education? So in this part you should be a little bit more specific. आप अपनी फील्ड के बारे में थोड़ी सी सर्च करें कि कौन कौन से इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं जापान में जो इन फील्ड के बारे में रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, या कौन सी कंपनीज हैं जो इस फील्ड में काम कर रही हैं. तो आप उन कंपनीज के या लैब्स के या यूनिवर्सिटीज के नाम इस पार्ट में मेंशन करें. सो आई थिंक दैट विल लीव अ गुड इंप्रेशन ऑन द इवैल्यूएटर दैट you have done your research and you really know about the things in Japan. And the last part is what kind of things do you think you can contribute to Japan and your home country through your experience of studying in Japan? तो इस पार्ट में आपने काइंड ऑफ अपनी स्ट्रेंथ्स को अलाइन करने की कोशिश करनी है, दैट हाउ योर स्ट्रेंथ्स और द स्किल व्हिच यू हैव नाउ और यू विल attain in the future they can benefit Japan and your home country. तो उसमें एग्जांपल्स इस तरह हैं कि फॉर एग्जांपल इस टाइम जापान में स्किल्ड लोगों की शॉर्टेज है, तो यू कैन बी अ गुड रिसोर्स टू फिल दैट गैप, एंड आल्सो यू कैन एक्ट एज अ कल्चरल ambassador or a culture exchange ambassador between your home country and Japan. तो इस तरह की चीजें आपने स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन करनी है. तो ओवरऑल टिप ये है इस क्वेश्चन के बारे में कि don't just rush to fill in a generic information, try to be more specific, try to share your more specific interest or the trigger points in having interest in Japan. तो जितना आप स्पेसिफिक चीजें मेंशन करेंगे इवैल्यूएटर उतना अट्रैक्ट होगा आपकी एप्लीकेशन से. So this was about the application form, and I think the next most important document in the application is research plan or research proposal. So you can actually get the template of the research proposal from Embassy's website. So it looks something like this, but I have some general tips to share with you about how to write a good research plan. तो उसके लिए सबसे पहले तो ये है कि आपके माइंड में ऑलरेडी अगर कोई प्लान है और कोई रिसर्च आइडिया है या जिस फील्ड में आप काम करना चाहते हैं, आप उसको राइट डाउन करें. देन उसके बाद आप जापान के अंदर जो यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं और लैब्स हैं उस फील्ड में काम कर रही हैं, आप उनकी वेबसाइट सर्च करें और वहाँ पे रीड करें कि किस किस तरह की एक्टिविटीज, किस किस तरह की रिसर्च हो रही है वहाँ पे. और उसके बाद आपने जो पहले लिखा है और जो आपने न्यू इन्फॉर्मेशन गैदर की है, आप उसको अलाइन करने की कोशिश करें और अपने जो रिसर्च प्रपोजल आपने ऑलरेडी लिखा है उसको इम्प्रूव करने की कोशिश करें. So I think the general tips from my side about writing a good research paper is that firstly, try to dedicate some time for this and try to like search as much information as possible. तो आप इस सारे process में अपनी फील्ड के बारे में सीखेंगे, and I think if you spend a good time you will enjoy this process as well. And after that, try to finish your draft as early as possible and share ask for feedback from your seniors or even from your professors as well. और तीसरी बात यह है कि उसको थोड़ा आसान अल्फाज में या आसान तरीके से लिखें कि वो आपके इवैल्यूएटर के लिए उसको उसकी वैल्यू को समझना आसान हो. आप इतनी स्पेसिफिक चीजें आपको लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है कि फॉर एग्जांपल आप किस तरह के इक्विपमेंट यूज करेंगे रिसर्च के अंदर, या मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल क्या क्या सेटिंग्स यूज करेंगे अपने एक्सपेरिमेंट्स के लिए, तो इतनी स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन की जरूरत नहीं है. यू जस्ट हैव टू फोकस ऑन द वैल्यू ऑफ योर रिसर्च. यू कैन पुट ऑन the some references which support the idea of your research. So I think अगर आप इन tips को follow करें, so you will be able to write a good research proposal. And yeah, so these are the 3 parts of the research proposal document. The first part is writing about your experience, which you already have so far. And in the second part, first you have to write what is the theme which you want to do in the future in your master's or PhD. So that is like introduction of your research theme. And in the second part, it is a research plan, like a bit detailed. So you can make some subheadings or some paragraphs. First, you have to give a detailed background of your research, and then you kind of explain the procedure or the methodologies overall. And at the end, you can emphasize on the value or the objectives which you want to achieve through this research. So this is about the research proposal. Okay, I think the third most important thing about the application is recommendation letters. Of course, if you already have a good profile, your chances of applications are of course higher, but you can like increase your chances by attaching a good and quality recommendation letter. So I think it is mentioned in the documents as well that you should at least attend 2 recommendation letters. So it can be the supervisor in your final year project or thesis, or it can be your head of department. And if you are doing job, it can be your manager and even some senior from your department. And try to keep it candid. बहुत ज्यादा मतलब जेनेरिक अगर आप वर्ड्स लिखेंगे तो वो इतने ज्यादा अपील नहीं करेंगे इवेलुएटर को. तो आप थोड़ी स्पेसिफिक चीजें अपने जो जो आपके लिए रिसर्च प्रपोजल रिकमेंडेशन लेटर लिख रहा है उसको आप कहेंगे मेरे मेरे बारे में थोड़ी मेरी स्पेसिफिक चीजें या मेरी जो स्पेसिफिक स्ट्रेंथ्स हैं उनको हाईलाइट करें. So if you be more specific, I think it will be more attractive or eye-catching for the evaluator. So basically, you don't have to follow any template. लेकिन अगर आप कोई template follow करना चाहते हैं तो Immerse की website पे template available है. आप उस format में भी recommendation letter prepare करवा सकते हैं. Yeah, so after preparing all your documents, I think it's equally important to submit your application professionally as well. So first of all, आप application time पे submit करें. आपको पता है कि डिलीवरी में भी 1-2 दिन लगते हैं. You have to send your documents by post to Japanese embassy. तो आप आखिरी दिन या 1 दिन पहले पोस्ट करने की बजाय कोशिश करें कि 2 दिन पहले आप उनको पोस्ट करें कि बाद में आपको एम्बेसी को कॉल्स करके रिक्वेस्ट ना करनी पड़े या मेक श्योर ना करना पड़े. And before printing your documents, try to make sure that there are no typos or grammatical mistakes. So sometimes we are kind of confident that our writing is good, but please make sure that you read everything one last time to highlight any or remove any grammatical mistakes. And lastly, try to organize your documents with separator. And I think that will make your application documents more presentable. For example, different set of documents होंगे जिसमें आपके recommendation letters होंगे, आपके academic documents होंगे. तो आप इस तरह के for example किसी भी जगह से separators लेके अपनी फाइल के अंदर रख सकते हैं. So I think that will leave a very good first impression of your application for the evaluator. Okay, so this was like very general tips from my side about the application. So yeah, so उसके बाद क्योंकि मैं कुछ और भी forums पे इन like applications के बारे में share कर रहा हूँ तो मैंने एक ये list बनाई जो कि most common questions हैं जो अभी तक मुझे receive हुए. So I will like mention them here as well. तो इस research scholarship का जो criteria है वो है 80% marks in your last degree. अगर आप अंडर ग्रेजुएट कर रहे हैं तो आपके अंडर ग्रेजुएट का जीपीए नहीं उसकी परसेंटेज. और अगर आपने पीएचडी के लिए अप्लाई करना है तो आपके मास्टर्स की जो परसेंटेज है वो काउंट होगी. तो इसमें एक डिफरेंस ये है कि आपकी जीपीए काउंट नहीं होगी, आपकी जो इक्विवेलेंट परसेंटेज बन रही है वो काउंट होगी. क्योंकि हर यूनिवर्सिटी के डिफरेंट क्राइटेरिया होता है कि वो डिफरेंट परसेंटेज पे डिफरेंट जीपीए असाइन करते हैं. So that's why Mext asks to mention your percentage instead of GPA. तो अगर आपको there is actually a formula to convert your GPA into percentage, आपको इंटरनेट पे सर्च करेंगे तो मिल भी जाएगा. लेकिन अगर आप श्योर होना चाहते हैं तो you can ask your university to get a equivalent certificate. Equivalent certificate ये है कि आपकी GPA की corresponding जितनी आपकी परसेंटेज बनती है उसका एक आपको सर्टिफिकेट वो दे देंगे. सो उससे आप जरा श्योर हो जाएंगे कि आपकी परसेंटेज अबव 80 है या नहीं. तो एज लिमिट इस एप्लीकेशन के लिए इज ऑलमोस्ट 34 इयर्स. ये एप्लीकेशन में मेंशन है कि एप्लीकेंट शुड हैव बोर्न आफ्टर 1989 अप्रैल 2. और जैसे मैंने पहले भी मेंशन किया, इस एप्लीकेशन के लिए आइट्स या जापानीज लैंग्वेज रिक्वायर्ड नहीं है. And all fields are eligible, including engineering, including law, including business. Given that के जापान में यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं जो कि वो प्रोग्राम्स ऑफर कर रही हैं, तो आपने जो फर्स्ट में प्रेफरेंस फॉर्म फिल करना है उसी का यही पर्पस है कि आपको एक आइडिया हो जाए कि जो फील्ड आप करना चाह रहे हैं वो असल में जापान में यूनिवर्सिटीज ऑफर कर रही हैं. और ये भी काफ़ी क्वेश्चन आता है कि स्कॉलरशिप की जो अमाउंट है जो हमें मिलती है हर मंथ वो इनफ है वहाँ पे. तो यस, इट इज़ इनफ, एंड इन सम केसेस डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर डेली एक्सपेंडिचर्स यू कैन एक्चुअली सेव फ्रॉम योर scholarship amount as well. Okay, so that was the first stage, submitting the application. और इसका जो स्क्रीनिंग नोटिस है वो आपको अराउंड जून में आ जाएगा. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेज है टेस्ट एंड इंटरव्यू एट द एम्बेसी. तो वो होगा ऑलमोस्ट जुलाई में. तो इसमें दो चीजें हैं, एक होगा लैंग्वेज टेस्ट पहले दिन, और लैंग्वेज टेस्ट में टेस्ट होगा इंग्लिश एंड जापानीज. बट डोंट वरी, आपको जापानीज लैंग्वेज नॉलेज होना जरूरी नहीं है. इंग्लिश टेस्ट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. अगर आपको जापानीज नहीं आती सो यू कैन लीव योर जापानीज टेस्ट ब्लैंक. सो आपको अगर सैम्पल एग्जाम्स चाहिए इस एग्जाम के बारे में, तो एम्बेसी की जो वेबसाइट है वहाँ पे आपको इस तरह सैम्पल एग्जाम्स मिल जाएंगे. तो आपकी फॉर एग्जांपल एक्सेप्टेंस के बाद आप कोशिश करें कि एज सुन एज पॉसिबल यू अटेम्प्ट दीज सैम्पल एग्जाम्स, कि आपको एक आइडिया हो जाए कि वेयर यू स्टैंड एंड वेयर यू हैव टू इम्प्रूव. ओके, अगर आप टेस्ट पास करते हैं लैंग्वेज टेस्ट, तो एम्बेसी उसी दिन आपको बता देगी कि नेक्स्ट डे आप इंटरव्यू के लिए क्वालिफाई कर गए, तो अगले दिन आपका इंटरव्यू होगा. और इंटरव्यू में जो मेन क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं वो मैंने यहाँ पे मेंशन किए हैं. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज यूजुअली हाउ यू गॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन जापान, कि आपका जापान में इंटरेस्टेड होने की क्या वजह थी. तो जैसे कि आपने अपनी एप्लीकेशन में भी मेंशन किया हुआ है, आपने बस उसको एक अच्छी और प्रेजेंटेबल तरीके से एक्सप्लेन करना है कि व्हाई यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन कमिंग टू जापान. The next question is usually about how would you deal with different culture. जाहिर बात है, नॉट इवन इन केस ऑफ जापान, अगर आप किसी भी दूसरे कंट्री में जाते हैं, so there will be a different culture, there will be different food, different customs. So this question is actually about making sure that you are able to adapt in a different culture and different environment. तो इसमें आपने इस तरह रिस्पॉन्ड करना है कि आप एक डिफरेंट कल्चर को सीखने में इंटरेस्टेड हैं. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ लाइक वरिंग अबाउट अ डिफरेंट कल्चर, यू आर एक्चुअली एक्साइटेड टू लर्न अबाउट इट. तो yeah, so your curiosity and your willingness to adapt to a different culture will be very important to answer this question. Okay, next question ये है कि how your scholarship will benefit Pakistan or Japan as well. तो जैसे कि आपने एप्लीकेशन में भी मेंशन किया, आपने अपनी बताना है कि जो जो आप स्किल्स लेंगे वो किस तरह से पाकिस्तान के लिए यूज हो सकती हैं. इस टाइम डिमांड क्या है और आप किस तरह उसको अपनी कंट्रीब्यूशन डाल सकते हैं उसको फिल करने के लिए. And the next question is what are your plans for next 5 years? So this is, I think, you can just be very honest about it. आपको ये कहने की जरूरत नहीं है कि आप जापान में ही होंगे 5 सालों के बाद या आपको वापस ही आना. आपके जो भी प्लान है आप उनको कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ बताएं. So this is kind of like to judge your motivation and also like how sure or how motivated or like driven or concerned you are about your future. तो आप बस कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ इन अपने जो भी आपका प्लान है नेक्स्ट 5 years का आप एक्सप्लेन करें. एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इफ यू आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड दिस ईयर. तो मेरे से भी ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था एम्बेसी के इंटरव्यू में. तो मेरे केस में ये था कि Mext was the only scholarship where I applied because I was specifically interested in coming to Japan. I didn't apply for any other scholarship. तो मैंने इसीलिए Mext की स्कॉलरशिप पे अच्छा खासा टाइम स्पेंड करके एक अपनी तरफ से बहुत अच्छी एप्लीकेशन तैयार करने की कोशिश की थी. तो इस आंसर में आप कह सकते हैं कि if you are not selected this year because you are interested in coming to Japan, so you will try next year because your goal is to study in Japan and not in other countries. Yeah, so this is actually to test your motivation or like yeah, how much you are interested in really coming to Japan. लास्ट पॉइंट जो मैं मेंशन करना चाहूँगा ओवरऑल इंटरव्यू में वो ये है कि आपकी छोटी छोटी जो चीज़ें हैं वो जो जेस्चर्स हैं आपकी एफर्ट्स हैं दैट कैन मेक अ बिग डिफरेंस. फॉर एग्जांपल आई विल गिव माय एग्जांपल. मुझे जापान आने से पहले जापानीज लैंग्वेज बिल्कुल नहीं आती थी, एक लफ्ज भी नहीं आता था. बट few days before the test I tried to learn some words. I tried to learn how to write my name in Japanese. और जब टेस्ट था लैंग्वेज का तो मुझे टेस्ट के तो कोई क्वेश्चंस नहीं आते थे, लेकिन सबसे ऊपर मैंने टॉप पे अपना नाम जापानीज में लिख दिया और मैंने ये भी लिख दिया आई लाइक जापान इन जापानीज. तो अगले दिन जो था इंटरव्यूअर्स जो थे वो काफी इस चीज से काइंड ऑफ इम्प्रेस्ड हुए कि मैंने कोशिश की है इवन लाइक जस्ट फ्यू वर्ड्स टू लर्न जापानीज. तो इस तरह की छोटी छोटी चीजें जस्ट शो योर मोटिवेशन एंड सीरियसनेस इन कमिंग टू जापान. ओके, तो ये है अबाउट इंटरव्यू एट द एम्बेसी. तो इस इंटरव्यू का जो रिजल्ट है वो आपको अराउंड अगस्त में मिलेगा और उसके बाद जो नेक्स्ट स्टेज होगी that is actually getting admission or finalizing your university in Japan. तो उसका जो प्रोसेस है वो अगस्त से ऑलमोस्ट स्टार्ट हो जाता है और अक्टूबर तक रहता है. तो यहाँ पे मैं एक और चीज मेंशन करूंगा कि इस ड्यूरेशन के अंदर जो अगस्त से अक्टूबर का टाइम है यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर भी मैक्स की स्कॉलरशिप्स ओपन होती हैं, तो उसको यूनिवर्सिटी ट्रैक कहते हैं. तो इस पीरियड में आप यूनिवर्सिटी ट्रैक के थ्रू भी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. सॉरी. तो अगर आप इस स्कॉलरशिप में सिलेक्ट हो जाते हैं तो आप अगले साल फॉर एग्जांपल इस साल के एंड तक आपको स्कॉलरशिप की कंफर्मेशन हो जाती है. तो यू कैन चूज दैट यू वांट टू स्टार्ट योर स्टडीज इन जापान फ्रॉम अप्रैल और फ्रॉम सितंबर. तो आगे मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ दैट हाउ विल यू गेट एडमिशंस इन यूनिवर्सिटी. So yeah, after your embassy shortlisting is finalized, you should try to make a list of the universities and the professors in those universities who you want to work with. क्योंकि जापान के अंदर चाहे मास्टर्स हो या पीएचडी, आपने फुल टाइम अपने जो प्रोफेसर है उसके साथ मिलकर रिसर्च करनी होती है. इट्स मोस्टली लाइक अ रिसर्च ओरिएंटेड प्रोग्राम. तो आपने उस एम्बेसी की शॉर्टलिस्टिंग के बाद एम्बेसी आपको एक एक्सेप्टेंस सर्टिफिकेट देगी और शॉर्टलिस्टिंग सर्टिफिकेट देगी. आपने उसको और आपके डॉक्यूमेंट्स को अटेस्ट करके एम्बेसी देगी अपनी तरफ से. उन सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स को प्रोफेसर्स को सेंड करना है डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज के अंदर और उनको बताना है ईमेल लिख के कि आप किस तरह एम्बेसी रिकमेंडेशन में शॉर्टलिस्टिंग हो गई है एंड यू आर इंटरेस्टेड टू वर्क विद दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोफेसर. And yeah, you have read their web page of the lab and you like their research activities and you want to join their lab. तो इस तरह की आपने एक रिक्वेस्ट ईमेल भेजनी है. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. So आपने वो ईमेल भेजनी है और अगर प्रोफेसर के पास डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ एक्सेप्टिंग न्यू स्टूडेंट्स इन देयर लैब वो आपको एक एक्सेप्टेंस सर्टिफिकेट देंगे प्रोफेसर अपनी तरफ से. तो आपने फॉर एग्जांपल यू कैन गेट अप टू 3 एक्सेप्टेंस लेटर्स फ्रॉम डिफरेंट प्रोफेसर्स और यूनिवर्सिटीज और उन एक्सेप्टेंस लेटर्स की बेस पे आपने अपना एक प्रेफरेंस फॉर्म जो आपने इनिशियली सबमिट किया था एम्बेसी में, वो आपने एक दफ़ा दोबारा अपने एक्सेप्टेंस लेटर्स की बेस पे ऑर्डर में एम्बेसी को सबमिट करवा देना। और उसके बाद एम्बेसी जो है आपके जो एडमिशन फाइनलाइज करेगी, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इट्स द फर्स्ट यूनिवर्सिटी इन योर प्रेफरेंस लिस्ट, और उसके बाद वीजा का प्रोसेस ऑटोमेटिकली जो है वो एम्बेसी स्टार्ट कर देगी। So yeah, this is the process. For example, in my case, I got admission in 3 universities: Tokyo Tech, Osaka University, and Tohoku University. So yeah, but in my case, I chose Tokyo Tech. So yeah, embassy finalized Tokyo Tech for me. अच्छा, एक डिफरेंस जो है एम्बेसी रिकमेंडेशन ट्रैक और यूनिवर्सिटी ट्रैक में, उसको थोड़ा सा मैं विजुअली एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ कि एम्बेसी ट्रैक में पहले आपने एम्बेसी में अप्लाई करना, अपने सारे डॉक्यूमेंट्स एम्बेसी में भेजने हैं, आपका सारा स्क्रीनिंग प्रोसेस वहाँ पे होगा। तो दैट मीन्स योर फंडिंग फॉर द स्कॉलरशिप इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द एम्बेसी। उसके बाद आपने यूनिवर्सिटी में अपना एडमिशन फाइनल करना है, दैट विच यूनिवर्सिटी यू वांट टू स्टडी। और यूनिवर्सिटी ट्रैक में ये होता है कि योर फंडिंग इज कमिंग फ्रॉम द यूनिवर्सिटी इटसेल्फ। यूनिवर्सिटी के पास भी मैक्स की सीट्स होती हैं, तो अगर आप डायरेक्टली यूनिवर्सिटी में अप्लाई करते हैं तो आपको उन सीट्स में से स्कॉलरशिप दी जाएगी। तो अराउंड अगस्त टू अक्टूबर इज अ टाइम व्हेन यूनिवर्सिटी ट्रैक एंड एम्बेसी ट्रैक ओवरलैप विद ईच अदर। तो आप यूनिवर्सिटीज की वेबसाइट को सर्च कर सकते हैं, वहाँ पे हर यूनिवर्सिटी की टाइमलाइन थोड़ी बहुत डिफर करती है, और वहाँ पे जो डेडलाइंस वगैरह हैं या जो भी टाइमलाइन है उस प्रोसेस की, वो वहाँ पे मेंशन होगी। Yes, so that was all from my side. So yeah, now I would like to enter in the Q&A. I hope like I shared good information with you and it will be helpful for your application. But yeah, if you have any further questions, you can ask in the chat, or you can even after the seminar, you can get in touch with me on any of the social media platform. I actually am doing a YouTube channel as well right now, where I share about my experiences in Japan and also the scholarship opportunities and job opportunities. So you can check that as well by scanning this QR code. Yeah, with that, I will give mic back to Hasnan, and we would like to enter in the Q&A session.
Yes, so thank you so much, Harith. Now, participants, ask your question from in the chat box, or you can raise your hand. I will unmute you, and you can ask the question directly with the Harith.
Okay, so maybe first I will have a quick look in the chat and answer some questions which are not like addressed in the presentation, and then I think we can move towards, if we have time, towards asking questions live as well. Does it sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so I'm right now looking at the chat. Yeah, so the first question is it necessary to learn Japanese? So yeah, it is not necessary to learn Japanese for this scholarship. It is okay to apply even if you don't have. Does GPA matter for this application? Actually, you should be above the minimum requirement, which is 80%. और उसके बाद आपका GPA कम है ज़्यादा, इससे ज़्यादा important ये चीज़ है कि आपकी एप्लीकेशन कितनी अच्छी है, आपका रिसर्च प्रपोजल कितना अच्छा है, और आपने अपनी मोटिवेशन कितनी अच्छी तरह से एक्सप्लेन की है. Okay, many students are interested in Japanese anime, like myself. So yeah, I think that's a very good thing, and you should mention it in your application as well. Any suggestions for undergraduate? I'm sorry that this seminar was focused on the master's and PhD scholarship, but on Embassy's website, you will find the detailed requirement and the application process for undergraduate as well. How can we know our percentage? I think that question is already answered. And yes, if your GPA or percentage is below 80, I'm afraid that you are not qualified to apply. Different universities give different GPA on same percentage. They all have their own criteria. Yeah, that's why they ask for percentage instead of GPA. For undergraduate program, if they do not have second year result, then they apply next year, or can they apply this year without second year result? Yeah, you can. I actually know a friend who came to Japan before, whose scholarship was finalized before even she graduated from intermediate. तो अगर आपका सेकेंड ईयर कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ तो आप फिर भी एप्लीकेशन सबमिट कर सकते हैं. How can we select best professor for supervision? That's a very good question. And I think, yeah, that you can only do by reading as much as possible from professor's profile and from the lab of the professor. तो आपको वहाँ से आइडिया होगा कि आपका जो प्रोफेसर की जो एक्टिविटीज़ हैं वो आपके इंटरेस्ट के साथ अलाइन करती हैं या नहीं. और आप प्रोफेसर आपका इंटरव्यू भी लेगा. जब आप प्रोफेसर को रीच आउट करेंगे तो इफ यू हैव एनी कंसर्न्स और क्वेश्चंस यू कैन ask professor to clarify that as well. What is the information engineering Japan? Is it related to CS? Yes. Actually, in Japan, it really depends that what kind of research topic you are going to pursue. आपकी research degree का क्या नाम है वो इतना matter नहीं करता. You can choose any subjects from the. Usually there are like a lot of subjects being offered by one department. So more important is your research proposal and your coordination with the professor. Which universities are good in Japan according to your experience? Yeah, so I think it's more important to have a good research lab and a relevant professor than caring about the good university, because most of the time you will be spending time with your professor and doing your own research. Okay, so after skipping few questions which are already answered, okay, what if someone is enrolled in a master's program in Pakistan? Can we continue masters in Japan? Actually, in my experience and what I have heard so far, you have to start from the beginning. क्योंकि यहाँ पे सारा criteria जो है admission का that is different. I don't think there is a way to transfer your credit hours. Yeah. So basically, the scholarship is from the start of the degree until the end of degree. Both track में यूनिवर्सिटी से डायरेक्ट कांटेक्ट करना जरूरी है. तो एम्बेसी ट्रैक में एम्बेसी की शॉर्टलिस्टिंग से पहले आपको यूनिवर्सिटी से कांटेक्ट करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जब आपकी शॉर्टलिस्टिंग हो जाए उसके बाद आप कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं. और यूनिवर्सिटी ट्रैक में आप डायरेक्टली प्रोफेसर से भी कांटेक्ट कर सकते हैं और आप यूनिवर्सिटी का जो एडमिशन ऑफिस है वहाँ पे भी ईमेल कर सकते हैं कि आप you are interested in getting admission in this university, and you can ask university admission office to give you detail about the professors and about the research labs of the university. Sir, what about mechanical engineering? Is there any scope in West University there? Yes, of course, mechanical engineering is very good in Japan. Please share your contact for further information. Yeah, you can get in touch with me in any of the socials which I shared. Yeah, someone shared my LinkedIn profile. Thank you for sharing here. Okay, and sir, I have intermediate passed. Okay. I am 6th semester. Can I apply? If you can graduate by the end of this year, if your university can give you the hope certificate that you can graduate by the end of this year, then I think you can apply. Otherwise, I think next year is the right time for you to apply. What track is preferable, embassy or university track? There is no preferred track. I think you should try in both. आपको पहले एम्बेसी ट्रैक में अप्लाई करना चाहिए. अगर आपकी सिलेक्शन हो जाती है दैट्स वेरी गुड. अगर नहीं होती तो you can still go for university recommendation track And actually applying for embassy recommendation track is good because you will already have your documents prepared, which you can use for university recommendation track. Can we apply in our second last semester? Yes, you can apply. Fourth semester, can I apply? No, because it is too early before your graduation. Yeah, so Hasnan, I'm not sure if we have enough time to answer all the questions here because we have another talk from Plus W side as well. So what do you think? We can stop here and then we can continue the talk from the speakers from
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah, yeah. I think there are two hand raised, so I think we just I'm just allowing
Okay.
the mic.
Yeah, sure,
So
sure.
yes, Mohammed, you can ask your question. You can open your mic and ask your question if you
या
have.
उर्दू में भी क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं, इंग्लिश में भी पूछ सकते हैं, जापानीज में भी पूछ सकते हैं.
I think okay. 20SW037. I'm giving you the mic access. You can ask the question. I think
And 20W0. Sir, I wanted to know how long it took Japanese language after going to Japan.
Okay, so thank you for asking a very specific question. So अगर आप यूनिवर्सिटी रिकमेंडेशन ट्रैक के थ्रू आते हैं तो आपका जो रिसर्च पीरियड है, इन दैट पीरियड यू आर सपोज्ड टू अटेंड अ जापानीज लैंग्वेज इंटेंसिव कोर्स व्हिच इज लाइक 4 months कोर्स. तो मेरे केस में मैंने वो लिया, उसके बाद मैंने आई कंटिन्यूड टू लर्न जापानीज. So I think like in 2 years you can develop a good communication level Japanese skill. I think 2 years would be uh, enough to kind of at least develop a conversation level or daily life Japanese skill. Of course, you can keep on learning and improve further. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Ji walaikum salam.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Asadullah here. Sir, my question was this, that can we apply for this scholarship when we are in 7th semester? And we have done with the 7th semester.
Yes, I think if you are in 7th semester and you have already finished, you will be graduating in like 6 months or
But
something. Maybe August or September, right?
yes, sir, we will by October 2023, sir, this year.
So yes, you are eligible to apply. You can just get a like hope certificate from your university.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so with that, Hasnan, I think it's the right time to move towards the Plus W so that they can share with audience about the IT jobs and if someone is interested to directly apply in Japan for jobs. Yeah.
yes. So participants, you can also ask the question directly with Haris through LinkedIn. So yes, link share in the chat box. You can directly connect with Haris. I think this will be good, Haris. I think.
Yeah. You can get in touch with me on Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, anywhere. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so yes, let's move to our next speaker. I'm very delighted to introduce Kango Hayashi-san. He's the Global Biz Manager at Plus W, and he is the head of Park Japan Center of Mutual Corporation. And he will be discussing about IT jobs in Japan. So yes, konnichiwa, Kango Hayashi.
Konnichiwa. Assalamualaikum. Am I audible?
So stage is over to you. Yes, you are.
Okay. So can I start now?
Yes.
Okay. So Assalamualaikum everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening in Japan. I'm Kango Hayashi, head of Japan Center in Islamabad and senior manager of Global Business Division of Plus W company. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity today. First of all, I'd like to ask one thing. So for audience, so what do you know about Japan So if you have something, so please tell me. So you can use the comments and also you can speak directly. Japan is really exciting country because of the culture. Oh, smart toilet. Yeah. Basically, Japan is very clean and so everywhere, I think. And culture is very famous in Japan, in the world, especially about the anime and technology. Oh, great. Thank you. Lots of comments. Cosplays, rain beauty. Hospitable. Thank you. I think Pakistani people is also hospitable. I'm living in Islamabad now, and so when I having travel outside, so many Pakistani people gathering around me, and so what can I help you? What can I help you? So yeah, so yep. I think Pakistani people is very kind and warmable. Temples, Sakura season, digital country. Oh, thank you. Lots of comments. Electrical engineering. Okay. Okay, let me share my slides. Okay. Can you see this my presentation?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So before today, I listened to ChatGPT. So so ChatGPT knows everything, I think. So he answered that's a kind of so points about the Japan culture, cuisine. Japanese food is also I think famous. Yeah, bright society and pop culture and innovation. Yeah, and beauty and safety. Yeah, right. Yeah, Japan has a lot of culture, a good culture, anime, and so good nature. So there are 4 seasons in Japan. Yeah, sakura is very famous also. And maybe Pakistani people knows about the manufacturer company, especially so automobile company, Suzuki, Honda, Toyota, something like that. Yeah. I like Japan. But so Japan is facing the so big challenge now. Japan is facing about the so aging and population is decreasing everywhere every year, and especially for IT engineer. So it's already so very shortage, and in 2030, so the number will be reached to the around so 800,000 800,000 shortage. So it is very so serious situation in Japan. Yeah. So to resolve this problem situation, we need a Pakistani manpower. Yeah, that's why so our company Plus W now so matching the IT professionals in Pakistan and Japanese companies. So from now, I'm gonna talking about our company's overview and our initiatives. So after my presentation, if you have any questions, so please ask me. Okay, so we have an office in Shibuya in Japan. So Shibuya is very famous city, one of the famous city in Tokyo. So we have the headquarters in Shibuya, and also we have a Pakistan Japan Center in Islamabad. I'm working there now. So we are now focusing on the matching Pakistani IT engineers with Japanese companies, but we also provide offshore development service and consulting service as well. Our CEO, Ms. Sakurai, established Plus W company in 2020. She's also currently serving as a senior vice president at NTT Docomo. You know, NTT Docomo is a top telecom company in Japan. So she has a great experience about the global business. So Plus W started with the support of the embassies of both countries. The former ambassador Matsuda, Embassy of Japan in Pakistan, and current ambassador Wada give us great support. In addition, the former ambassador Ahmad of Embassy of Pakistan in Tokyo and current ambassador Raza are also supporting us. So this is one of our strong points. So let me introduce our highlights from last year. So our CEO, Mit Sakurai, had the opportunity to speak at public-private joint dialogue and had a meeting with Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif. We are also invited to the briefing session hosted by BOI and I gave a presentation there. So we got many opportunities to make attention for our initiatives. In addition, so we signed the MOU with the government of Gilgit-Baltistan on the 5th of May this year. We will give opportunities to work in Japan for not only IT talents in urban areas, but also in the countryside as well. So as I told, so we are doing business to be a bridge between Pakistan IT professionals, IT companies, and Japanese companies. Currently, we are collaborating with NAST, NAMO, OEC, and the government of GB to connect with Reddit worker, IT engineers, but we would like to expand further. In Japan, so we have a partnership with Shibuya City and have strong connections with leading Japanese companies. So our strength is that we can accelerate IT exports from Pakistan through this strong connection. So we have over 3,000 registered IT engineers who are ready to work in our unique database. We can introduce IT engineers in cutting-edge fields such as AI and data science, according to the various requirements from Japanese companies. So we established Pakistan Japan Center in Islamabad last May. So we provide various information about Japan, but so let me tell you a little about IT workshops. So we have received a subsidy from AOTS under the jurisdiction of the Japanese government, a Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry, and have developed the courses from the basics to advanced in AI, IoT, and data science. The total number of students is over 500, and most of them send CVs to us after taking courses. So this is just one example. We can develop and offer courses necessary for employment at a Japanese company based on the contents of the university curriculum. So here are some of our achievements. So their serious and sincere personalities and strong commitment beyond own roles have been highly praised by Japanese clients. And I'm sure that we can easily work together. From June this year, so 2 Pakistani IT talents will move to Japan and start working at an IT company that has a development laboratory in Nagasaki Prefecture in Japan. So as you know, there is a language barrier between Pakistan and Japan. For that reason, we have a bridge software engineers who can speak Japanese and English. They are carrying out development projects while managing Pakistan IT engineer teams based on the development requirements of Japanese clients. For example, in a development project with the top food tech company in Japan, our bridge software engineer discuss with the Japanese client and define the requirements. And Pakistani AI engineers will join the project in the development phase. In this way, we are not just a recruitment company, but also we are providing offshore development and consulting services. On the other hand, we also offer a Japanese language learning program specialized for IT engineers. We have developed unique program for Pakistan IT engineers to efficiently acquire the minimum communication skills necessary to work in Japanese companies. In partnership with Shikoku University, which has experience in Japanese language education for international people, we provided the 16-week trial program to engineers active in Japanese companies through our company. We would like to start offering a full-scale program in partnership with universities soon. Okay, so let me introduce our internship members now. So now we are working together with two Pakistani internship members. One is Mr. Shah-san and one is Ms. Nimura-san. Today, I'm inviting Mr. Shah-san. Shah-san, can you hear me? Hello, Shah-san. Hello.
I think he got disconnected. Yeah.
Oh, really?
The name in the list.
Okay.
Yeah. In the meanwhile, maybe you can proceed with the introduction of the other member.
Okay, okay. All right. So unfortunately, Ms. Nimura is not available today, but I got a video message from her. So let me show her video message now. Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Nimrat Zafar.
Is it audible?
Yes, it is audible.
Okay, okay, okay.
I'm a second year student at University of Tokyo. I study public policy and I'm also an intern at Plus W. As you can see, I was supposed to meet you guys and attend this event in person, but I can't do that. As you can see, behind me we have set up a stall for Pakistan, representing Pakistan, and at University of Tokyo Festival. We've been selling samosa and pakoras and people seem to really like it. I've been having blast living in Japan. As you can see, as a person, a girl from Pakistan, I feel Japan is very safe and you have a lot of things to do. You can, if you enjoy going to museums, you can do that. If you enjoy going to amusement parks, you can do that. And it's very much safe in Japan. So I love living here and I look forward to the time when you guys can come and I welcome you all in Japan. See you then.
Okay. So now Shah-san is reconnecting. He's back now?
So I think he's in the participants list. So Hassan, can you check if you can add him as a...
Hello, can you hear me now?
Oh, yes. Yes, we can
Yes,
hear.
actually the video was on, but my mic could only be turned on by the admin. So sorry about that. So hello everyone. My name is Sardar Ahmed Shah and I'm from Hyderabad in Sindh. And I did my bachelor's from the Lahore University of Management Sciences in Pakistan. And then I came to Japan on the Mext Scholarship. So right now I'm in Osaka University first I did my master's here, and now I'm a PhD student. And I'm also working with Plus W in the global business department, and I'm helping them with some data analysis, translation, and other helping bringing Pakistanis to Japan to work as IT engineers. So looking forward to speaking to all of you. Thank you, Ayarsan. Sorry for the technical issue.
Thank you. Thank you, Shasan. Okay. So let me move to the last slide. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. So this is the last slide. So we are sure that so we can contribute both countries' growth, economic growth. So this is our website. So you can get information about job opportunities and something like that. So please register for it after this seminar. Thank you very much. Shukriya. Okay, now, so if you have any questions, so please tell us. I or Shasan will answer.
Yes, any question is okay. Urdu, English.
Yeah. He can speak Urdu, English, and Japanese very fluently.
And Sindhi too, because there are many Sindhi speaking students.
Is there any remote internship? Oh, thank you so much. So now, so there is no remote internship opportunity, but we are discussing with Japanese companies. So how to so give the so create the internship program, internship opportunity remotely. Once we created the opportunity, so we will share the information through our website, or so if you register our website, so you can get the information from our site by email. Okay.
Hayashi-san, I have a question personally that
okay.
I have a question personally that if any IT student or anyone who want to apply for job, or how they can reach you, how they can send their CV to you.
Okay, thank you for your question. So as I told you, so we have the website. So once you reach to our website, so you can see easily about the register button, and please push the button. And after that, so you can put your basic information and with the CV. So once you register on this form, so we will get your information, and then so we can contact you. This is the first contact point with us.
I think there is a question about working as a master's student. So yes, when you are on a student visa in Japan, you are allowed to work 28 hours per week maximum, and more if there are long holidays like summer or winter holidays. But you are allowed, but you have to apply for a special permission, and if you get it, you can work.
Thank you for answering, Shasa. Okay, and about opportunity for cybersecurity, IT security engineers. Yeah. So, but unfortunately, currently, so we cannot give the internship opportunity now. But so basically, Japan is facing the labor shortage. So, all Japanese companies struggle to hire the IT engineers, especially cutting edge fields like AI engineers or data scientists. the cybersecurity engineers as well. Yeah, so as I told you, so we have a good connection with large Japanese companies. So that's why we are discussing with a lot of Japanese companies, and after receiving the job requirements from Japanese company side, so we can provide the job opportunities more. But for now, so there are some job opportunities is already open. So please check our website first. Then you can get some more information from our website. And about the Japanese job visa. Okay, all right. So you can get the opportunities, both remotely job and on-site job. But it depends on the Japanese clients. So if Japanese clients want work together on-site, so you will move to Japan and start working on-site. For this case, our company will support about the acquisition of visa. Yeah. So you don't need to worry about it. So yeah, especially in fact, so two Pakistani IT engineers. Okay, let me share my screen again. Okay. Before I told you, so two IT Pakistani engineers will move to Japan from June this year. Yeah. So of course I and Sha-san also support them. Sha-san, if you have some the comments, so please send them from you.
So if you were going to come to Japan to work on site, then Plus W and all of us will support you even before you come here. So there will be Japanese language education that is required. And also they will support you, as Hayashi-san said, with regards to your job visa. And also the basic training that is needed to work in a Japanese company. So because there are some differences in work culture and other things, so it's important to know it before you come to Japan. And so I was helping the two engineers about life in Japan and what sort of procedures and other things that they have to do. So of course we'll support you throughout, and when you come here, we will also help you in settling into your new home in Japan, and also getting to know your surroundings, and integrating into the society. And then of course throughout we will support you if you have any questions or any issues that come up. So you don't have to worry about the many things that new international people can face in Japan.
Thank you, Sha-san. Okay. And anything else? Link. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Office in Karachi, they're asking.
Office in Karachi? どっかにあるかな?
Plus W Karachi office.
We just have an office in Islamabad, unfortunately. But maybe we will enter into the Karachi market as well very soon. And the criteria about the job opportunity is it depends on Japanese clients. Yeah. But some Japanese clients want to hire the senior level IT engineers, but some Japanese clients want to hire the junior level engineers. So yeah, it depends on the situation, strategy of each Japanese companies. Yeah. But I believe so. A Pakistan IT engineer basically has a good capability. You know, so, there are a lot of IT engineers in Japan as well. But I think about the technical skills. So, compared to Japanese IT engineers, so Pakistani ones is very good capable, I think. Job intensive environmental engineering. Sha-san, if you have some comments, yeah, please share with you.
Yes, there is a question about work culture in Japan is often associated with long working hours. Is that true?
どこだろう? Work culture in Japan. That's true だね. That's true. Yeah. Basically Japanese like working for a long time.
But I think it's different
from
company to company, and it's different. And of course, it is changing as well. There are, of course, laws and regulations that govern how long you can work per week. So of course, it depends on the company, and you will have the support of +W and everybody. So you don't have to worry too much about it. But yes, there is a concern. In traditional companies, it is a concern that people like working long hours.
Yeah, so maybe about that, I can share my experience as well, because
yes,
I'm
please.
working in Japan. So yeah, it is actually a perception about Japanese working culture that it is usually long working hours. But that, I think, in my opinion, especially in IT market, is changing a lot, especially because government is like encouraging companies to kind of focus on work-life balance, and many even big Japanese traditional companies, entities like a very traditional and almost semi-government level company in Japan, but even that company is taking measures to kind of focus and encourage employees to not work too long and focus on their family life and focus on their health as well. So yeah, as Ahmed Shahsan mentioned as well, yeah, it is like changing quite fast.
Thank you for your comments, Harrison. Thank you. Okay, and I think this is the last one. So our providing service is free of cost or not. Okay, so all right. So from +W, we will provide all information and all support as a free of cost. So you cannot, you don't need to pay anything. Yeah, for visa acquisitions, for the interview process. Yeah, something like that. Basically, so you can receive all support from +W, not cost.
There is a question about environmental engineering and sustainability.
Okay, let me see. Job or internship rate. Okay, currently, so there is no opportunity for the environmental engineering sustainability. Yeah, but it's one of the big topic in the world. So in Japan as well. So the environment, and I think that's also SGTP. Yeah. So it's very serious situation. SDG. Yeah. So now we are focusing for the matching IT professionals basically, but in the future, so we will provide job opportunities for environmental engineering as well. Anything else?
I think that was the last question, and I think that was enough. And thank you so much. I
Someone's
think,
hand is.
oh, let me. Okay, so you can open your mic and ask the question.
Hello? Sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry.
Allure, I give you the access. Yeah.
So your voice is unstable, so yeah. So you can comment. You can comment on the chat.
Maybe you can type your question in the chat because
Yeah.
we can't hear you. Minasan sugoi desu. Very nice comment.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me share our website URL again on the chat. So please register for our website first, then so we can connect. You can get information from our side.
Can I ask some questions, sir?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm from other countries. I mean, I'm from Africa.
Oh, great.
I'm participating from Africa. Ethiopia, do you know Ethiopia? Okay, so just I want to study in Japan and I want to participate. Also, I want to apply for some internship jobs over there.
I'm sorry. So can you say that again? Sorry.
Oh, first of all, my name is Emmanuel. I'm participating in this meeting from Ethiopia, Ethiopia, Africa. Okay, so just I have master's degree in computer engineering. But can I apply for PhD and some internship job as a part-time also over there in Japan?
Yeah, so maybe I would like to answer this question. So, right now the embassy recommendation track is open almost in all countries because they usually open around April and May. So please check the embassy website of Japanese embassy website in your country, and if, for example, they have collaboration with Mext, you can apply through embassy recommendation track directly from your country, or you can directly apply for try applying for scholarships directly in the university, as I explained in the university recommendation track. So definitely there are a lot of scholarships under Mext and other scholarships like Asian Development Bank and JICA, and you will find a lot on the university's website as well, and even your embassy's website as well. So definitely you have chance to apply.
Thank you very much.
So I think let's conclude our event. So thank you so much, Haris Gulzar, for your insights about Mext Scholarship. Thank you so much, Hayashi-san. Thank you so much, Sardar-san, for coming here in this webinar, sharing about IT jobs in Japan. And thank you so much to all participants for joining us today for your active participations. Thank you so much, Plus W Corporation, for collaborating us, giving this opportunity to sharing your insight in our webinar. Stay connected, stay inspired, and follow us MLSA MUET KHP for more exciting events. And go to their Plus W website if you want to join, if you want to apply. So thank you so much. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz. Sayonara.
Allah Hafiz. Sayonara. Arigatou gozaimasu. Shukriya.
Arigato.
The Hafiz.